Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body and is essentially the glue that holds you together. In fact, after age 20, people produce 12% less collagen in their skin each decade. Collagen depletion is what makes you look old. Most collagen supplements do not provide the hydrolyzed bioactive collagen peptides that enable your body to digest collagen properly, plus it tastes badly. BioTrust gives you the 5 most available kinds of collagens that dissolve easily in hot or cold liquids with zero taste. You can add it to your coffee, tea, or smoothies, or even baked goods recipes. So to look and feel younger fast, go to www.healthwithbill.com. Good morning. I'm still reporting on the coup. This morning I awakened at 3 a.m. It's not totally unusual, but recently I've been catching up on my sleep. For those who have kindly followed me for a long time, until a few years ago I used to read every comment, and therefore I did a lot of responding to comments. I finally had to stop it because it was literally taking up 3 hours a day to keep up. I missed that personal reaction, though, with my audience. Reacting to comments made me think in ways I usually did not. And so for some reason, I was led back to the comments section this morning. We'll start with the last one I just finished. Rick Ponder, 1 hour ago, RE SR 3540. Rick asked why I support Trump's choice to rush unproven vaccines into the COVID battle at maximum speed. Why would you want this accomplishment? Trump is going to get blamed for all the adverse effects and deaths resulting from the vaccine. Trump screwed up on this and was tricked by the virus. If Trump didn't cave in the beginning of the blank pandemic, there would not have been mail-in ballots and social distancing at the blank voting counting precincts. Let Biden take credit for it so we don't get blamed again. My response: Rick, I'm not saying I wanted it, and don't think no matter what that we won't get blamed for it. I'm just trying to lay down a defensible line that I think our forces can hold in the future. I'm trying to explain the decision point for Trump was actually a decision box. No good next best move. Next best move is a chess term. The saying goes something like this: don't worry about your last bad move. Only spend your decision energies on making the next best move. Hopeless-looking chess games, as well as in the game of life, can rarely be won by making one bold, brilliant move, but a series of your next best moves, especially when your enemy makes counter moves out of arrogance and ignorance. Eventually and almost inevitably, you will beat him if you just concentrate on making a series of your next best moves. What would I have done? Probably the same thing, but I wasn't there to consider all the factors. So, when both paths are blocked, no good choices, then I would drop back to the next best move theory. Kathy LaBelle, 6 hours ago, RE SR 3539. Bill, you should collect our emails in case you get booted. Biden can't say Trump is gone. My response: we have collected several thousand email addresses. In the description box below every report is the following link. Sign up for the email list. Scrimes, 6 hours ago, RE SR 3534, Pence. Pence has made it clear that he is not competent to carry out the responsibilities of someone as high up in our government as a vice president or any important political position for that matter. If I realize that I'm not competent to execute the responsibilities of a job, I don't try to manipulate people into believing that I can do the job or cover up for a failing I had on the job. Why would he believe he should even be in politics anymore? He's doing what narcissists do. He can't deliver on the image he projects, and he just expects everyone to play along. Pence didn't lose his spine overnight. He's been faking everyone out his whole life. It's disgusting. Doris M., 8 hours ago, RE SR 3539, Kamala. We must have extreme patience. In the meantime, 1 billion souls are out there needing to be saved. Stop this ridiculous pity party and get out there and work. The harvest is ready. God's got this. He will turn this around in His time. Wait for the climax. It's coming. Love you all. Hang in there. Obokoe, 10 hours ago, RESR 3539. Kamala is a plant by the California Maoist Coalition. America, you've been duped, and your republic has been supplanted. John Payne, 10 hours ago, RESR 3539 Kamala. I understand that Kamala's parents were not born in the USA, Auckland, New Zealand. Jennifer Small, 10 hours ago. Her own father denounced her during the primary campaign. Her mother is deceased. Denise Wachope, 7 hours ago. If the Constitution mattered anymore, then she wouldn't be eligible for president or vice president, since neither of her parents were U.S. citizens at the time of her birth in Oakland, California. That would make her a citizen, but not a natural-born citizen. Our founders used that term to describe a person born in the country to parents who were citizens of that country, from Vattel's book, The Law of Nations, well known to our founders. She's also not Afro-American, since her father was from Jamaica and her mother from India. Her own father reprimanded her for telling this lie. Poppy Ford, 13 hours ago, RE 3538, Ashli Babbitt. There is a video filmed by a professional filmmaker. I have seen this several times. It plainly shows a man coming from a door near the broken glass at the chamber's entrance. The man had a brown suit on, and he pointed a gun that could be seen coming from the door as it was opened. Then you could see the man completely emerge and immediately shot his weapon at the woman just as she stepped into the broken or smashed window. Find this video. I am sure you will have to negotiate a payment for it due to the fact that it is a professional production. I am nostalgic, 5 hours ago, RESR 3538, Ashli Babbitt. I'm surprised Bill used profanity in this video, with his religious background and all. My reply, yes, I do have a Quaker background. However, even in Quakerism, it is acceptable to use such terms when no other will express the precise sentiment that was intended. Jim B., 5 hours ago. Enemies Within by Trevor Loudon, Grinding America Down, and Masters of Deceit by Curtis Bowers, Worldview Report and Worldview Weekend by Brandon Howes, Make Truth Viral. My reply, it is viral already. It circulates in the American bloodstream as surely as oxygen, but Americans know when strategic retreat is the heart of wisdom. The evil is strong in this one. Sky River Walker, 5 hours ago, RESR 3529. And not even our Second Amendment rights could help us, as we parroted time and time how peaceful we all are when our country is taken over. My reply, fear not, Sky River Walker. Without adequate intel, the average American can do nothing but strategic retreat. God's timing is perfect. Wait for it. Stone Cold ETQ, 6 hours ago. China military is growing bigger, badder, and better every day, spreading the world of Sun Tzu, and the president constantly telling them, be ready for war. At the same time, the U.S. military is paying for soldiers' sex change and attacking a journalist and calling him boomer. My response, couldn't agree more, but at this point, wise options are limited other than ground actions, which is what we are trying to do. Random Christian Musings, 6 hours ago, RESR 3539 Kamala. Please let Beth know she has great taste with home decor. This is one beautiful stained glass lamp. Much love to you both from what's left of California. My response, well, when I was a bit younger, I was invited to speak in Minnesota in the depths of winter. The venue was within sight of the Mall of America. Having never been there before, and knowing that I probably never would again, I took a taxi over to the mall after my gig. There was a store there that sold only these types of lamps. This one cost me a lot for my budget at the time, but I bought it, then proceeded to the adjoining FedEx store to ship it home. It usually sits in the living room, but it didn't fit there in this house, so it's back with me. Ron, R.E., SR 3540 Biden. There will be no healing, no matter what he does, until Trump takes his rightful place as President of the United States. My response: all true. However, did we know any of this before November 2020? No. Now we do. Now we know the depth of the depravity. Now we know how certain politicians won. Oompa Loompa President 6 hours ago. SR 3538, the ghost operative Capitol Police officer, roll that beautiful Jade Nex footage. Bravo, exit stage left. Can anyone tell me what sort of pistol that is? Is it a regular Capitol Police issue? Please reply via my email only, stillreport@gmail.com. Stephanie Kennedy, I was at the base of the top Capitol steps on the 6th. We arrived before President Trump's speech ended, and we could easily tell the main instigators were not our people. The police moved the barricades right in front of us and allowed what appeared to be Antifa to climb the walls. The officers never once tried to stop them. I left feeling that nothing is what it seems. The whole thing felt like a setup. Sticks of 17 hours ago, R.E., SR 3537, Ashli Babbitt. The so-called riot at the U.S. Capitol was a big scam. Headlines like this one from the New York Times at the time promoted the falsehood. These are the 5 people who died in the Capitol riot. A police officer was beaten, a rioter was shot, and 3 others died during the rampage. Turns out the police officer was never attacked and died the next day of natural causes. 3 more died of natural causes in a crowd estimated at 500,000, 2 of whom were not even near the building, one from a heart attack, one from a stroke, and a 34-year-old Georgia woman who collapsed and died inside from mysterious unknown circumstances, but was a recovering drug addict, which may have been a factor. So of the 5 whom the New York Times article implied were killed by rioters, the only one who died by violence was Ashli Babbitt, the 35-year-old Air Force veteran who was needlessly shot at very close range by those supposedly defending the Capitol as she followed a line of people through a window. So why her? She was unarmed and focused on getting through the broken window. Others had preceded her without incident. In fact, a few broken windows, which one would have thought would have been made from bulletproof and shatterproof material in the first place, was the only property damage that day, and whatever mess there was reportedly cleaned up in 4 hours, probably little different from any other day when the U.S. Capitol was open to the public. So, no rampage, and a so-called insurrection where no one came with weapons and the only violence was instigated unnecessarily under very sketchy circumstances, which still have not been fully disclosed to the public, not by rioting Trump supporters, but by the only ones carrying firearms at the Capitol that day, law enforcement. That's how you create a false narrative about Trump and his supporters with the full cooperation of the mainstream media. And here's an unsolicited one from our advertiser. Jerry Mo W., 14 hours ago. Thank you once again for your reports. By the way, I've been taking BioTrust products for several months and see an obvious difference in my 70-year-old skin. It's amazing, and I don't get impressed very often. This is truly a great family of products. Right now, I'm taking 1 scoop. Scoop is included in each bag each day, and friends are remarking on my lack of wrinkles. Good stuff. Sharon Drury, 15 hours ago. RESR 3538, Ashli Babbitt. Thank you, Mr. Still. God bless you. This reminds me about your vision prior to the election. I continue to pray. God bless Tucker. My reply: yeah, and that vision was 180 degrees from what I wanted it to be. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day. Every doctor on TV says that we all need to boost our immune systems. And Stem Enhance does that in a unique way by increasing blood levels of your own adult stem cells, the backbone of your immune system, by over 30% in just 1 hour. Click on the link in the description box below for details.